Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we will start discussing the previous year question paper of MSc Zoology entrance test conducted in the year 2015 by Delhi University. So this question paper has total 150 questions, and so we will divide this question series in three parts. So in first part that we are going to discuss today, it will cover your question 1 to 50. I hope it is clear. So starting with the very first question, the silk fibers are made up of, the answer here is beta carotene. The answer here is beta carotene. Silk fibers, they are made up of fibroin protein. Fibroin protein, they are proteinous in nature. Beta carotene has beta pleated structure, beta pleated sheet structure that provides silk with high tensile strength. High tensile strength and flexibility. Alpha keratin, it is found in hair, say nails, horns, etc. While collagen, it is found in the connective tissue. Whether elastin, it provide elasticity to the connective tissue. So the correct answer here is beta carotene. Next question, which of the following silk is produced only in India? So it's a very simple question. The answer here is Muga silk. Muga silk is the only Indian origin silk, and it is exclusively found in the state Assam. It has a natural golden yellow color, where Ari silk, it is also found in India but not exclusive, as it is found in other Asian countries also. Tassar silk, it is found in India, Japan, China as well, whereas oak, it is found in other countries as well. Okay, so next question, propolis is obtained from. The answer here is all of the above. What is propolis? The common name is bee glue. It is a resinous substance collected by the bees from trees, say birds, safflowers, etc. And it is produced by all of these: Apis mellifera, Apis indica, Apis dorsata. Next question, in bees, dance is meant for. The answer here is communication. We heard about waggle dance. Or also round dance, in the form of 0 or in the form of 8. So honeybees perform these dance to communicate the location and the distance of the food to other bees, right? Next question, chemically speaking, lac is a resin. Lac is a natural resin secreted by the lac insects. Oligopeptide, wrong. Lag is non-proteinous. Lag is not a sugar-based secretion, and it is not a lipoproteinous complex. It is simply resin. Next question, which is not the constituent of lac? The answer here is gum. Constituent of lac are resin, 70 to 18% resin, 10% dye, and approximately 5 to 6% wax. Gum is not present in the lac. Next question, induced breeding in fishes is done by the hormone secreted by the pituitary gland. And the pituitary extract combining of FSH and LH, it is used to stimulate gonad to release gametes or to induced breeding. Okay, next question, Gambusia affinis is the predator of. The answer here is mosquito larvae. This Gambusia, it's a fish acting as a biological control, and it feeds upon the mosquito larvae. Next question, which one of the following is most recently domesticated? Here the answer is turkey. Sheep and silkworm, they were domesticated thousands of years ago. Angole is an ancient cattle breed, while turkey is domesticated much later in comparison. Okay, it was recent. Next question, which of the following is not an indigenous breed of fowl? The answer here is Brahma. Asil, Ghagas, Chittagong, these all are native or indigenous breed or fall, second hand, hen. Yeah, cock. Where Brahma is, it is an exotic breed. Exotic breed. Next question. An exotic breed of cow is? The answer here is Holstein Friesian. Holstein Friesian. It is a high-yielding exotic dairy cattle breed from the Netherlands. From the Netherlands or Europe. Okay. Next question. Which of the following is not a breed of goat? The answer here is Rath. Rath. It is a cattle breed. Cattle breed. While Jamnapuri, Barbary, Beetle, they all are famous goat breeds in India. Next question. Largest field rat found in India is? The answer here is Vendicota indica. Vendicota indica. Next question. Zoological name of flower beetle is? The answer here is Tribolium. Tribolium. Red flower beetle belong to the genus Tribolium. Right? Cytophilus. It is weevil, rice weevil. Trogoderma. Trogoderma, it's again a beetle, storage pest. And Calasobrochus, it is a pulse beetle. It is a pulse beetle. It is dermestid beetle. Okay. Next question. Pesticides with very low biodegradation but strong affinity for fatty tissues are? The answer here is organochlorines. Organochlorines, they are highly persistent and they are resistant to biodegradation and they accumulate in fatty tissues. For example, DDT, Eldrin, etc. While triazides, they are herbicides, degrade faster and are less bioaccumulative. Whereas pyrethroids, these are insecticides, break down quickly, degrade quickly and not persistent in fatty tissues. While organophosphates, they degrade relatively fast and are less likely to accumulate in the fatty tissues. See, degradation is inversely proportional to the accumulation. Slower the degradation, higher will be the accumulating potential. Next question. In linear hierarchy, which of the following taxonomic categories will come between class and order? The answer here is cohort. Cohort. This cohort comes between the class and order. We know na? First we come kingdom, then phylum, kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species, and here lies your cohort. Next question. A taxonomic level concerned with the arrangement of species into a natural system of lower and higher taxa is known as? The answer here is alpha taxonomy. Alpha taxonomy. This type of taxonomy, it deals with the classification, description and arrangement of species into taxa. While beta taxonomy, it concerned with the classification above species level. Whereas gamma taxonomy, it deals with the evolutionary studies. And it is a hypothetical term sometimes used for ultimate classification, not standard one. Next question. The level of taxonomy that deal with the various biological aspects of taxa ranging from interspecific population to studies of speciation and evolutionary rates and trend is known as gamma taxonomy. Gamma taxonomy, as we see in question number 17. Next question. Which of the following taxonomic categories is the lowest obligatory higher category and the lowest of all categories established strictly by the comparative data? The answer here is genus. It is the lowest obligatory higher taxon above species. Highest taxon above species established by the comparing species. Next question. Labiocatla sirhinus are three sympatric freshwater fishes, and they belong to the order Cypriniformes. To which taxonomic category these three fishes belong? The answer here is family. Species is wrong because they are not the same species. Labio rohita, catla, sirhinus mrigla. No, these are species. Like rohita, catla, mrigla. All these are species for these. And these are the genus name. Family wrong because genus is wrong because each belong to different genus. Family correct because all belong to the family Cyprinidae. Subspecies wrong as species are variation within the same species. I hope this question is clear. Next question. In taxonomy, totonym. Totonym stands for. The answer here is same generic and species name. Same generic and species name. For example, say Catla, Catla. This is generic name, this is specific name. If both are same, then these are called totonym. Another example, say Rattus, Rattus. Rattus, Rattus. Okay. Next question. 6 sibling species of Anopheles maculae penis complex. This feature have been identified on the basis of inhabiting different type of water bodies. This feature of identifying species is based on, the answer here is ecological characters. Ecological characters, because why? They are differ in their breeding habit. They are differ in their breeding habitat preferences. Some prefer ponds, some prefer marshes, some prefer running water. Next, why behavioral characters is wrong? Behavior was not the basis here. Similarly, molecular taxonomy came later, and typological characters is based on the morphology. So, this ecological character, they were based on the inhabiting different type of water bodies. Next question, which species concept utilizes morphological characteristics to distinguish between them? The answer here is typological characters. The classical morphological species concept is based upon this, while biological, it is based upon the reproductive isolation. Ecological, it is based upon the niche differentiation, and evolutionary, it is based upon the phylogeny. So remember, where typological comes, it correlate with morphology. Next question, the term species was given by. The answer here is John Ray. He was the first who gave the modern definition of species, which he said a group of individuals that reproduce and produce fertile offspring. This was the definition given by John Ray for species. Next question. Who defines species as a group of interbreeding natural population that reproductively isolated from other such group? The answer here is Mayer, Ernest Mayer, as he gives biological species concept. Defining species based upon the reproductive isolation. Next question, Naza, Gorilla, Raita are the scientific name with same generic and species name. Such pattern of nomenclature is known as we discussed earlier, totonym. Okay. Synonym, they use different names for the same species. Okay, they are the different name. See, this is species, but it has different name. Name 1, name 2. Similarly, homonym, same name used for 2 different taxas. And monotypic, genus with only 1 species. Next question, members of a species may have polymorphic forms due to sexual dimorphism, coloration, and availability of various mutants in the population. Which of the following concept considers each morphological form to be a separate species? The answer here is typological species concept. As we know, it is based upon the morphological characters only. And these were discussed in earlier questions. Next question, a gradual geomorphic change of a character in a series of contiguous population is known as lineal variation. This word is associated with cline. And a cline is a gradual change in a trait or allele frequency over geography. While phylogenetic variation, it includes evolutionary relationships, dichotomous variations, either or variation like tall versus dwarf P, discontinuous variation such as blood group variations. Next question, flash pattern are species specific in most genera of fireflies and have been used by systematists to unmask sibling species. This particular trait for taxonomic significance comes under. The answer here is behavioral character. Flashing, what is flash pattern? It is a mating behavior. Okay, so suitable answer here is behavioral factor. Next question, temporal isolation refers to, the answer here is isolation through time. Means species reproduce at different times, say day, night, season, etc. It is based upon the time. Isolation through temperature, it would be ecological isolation. Ecological isolation. Isolation through strength would not be a recognized isolating mechanism, and through space it is geographical isolation. Next question, which one of the following four scientists drew attention to the four areas of inquiry: causation, development, evolution, and function of behavior? The answer is Nico Tinbergen. He proposed these four questions. These are called four questions of ethology. So remember, what are the four questions of ethology? Causation, development, evolution, and function of behavior, and proposed by Nico. Next question. Some population of monarch butterflies migrate from roosting colonies and diapause, while other population migrate but do not form colonies or enter into diaposes, and still other monarch populations do not migrate at all. Which of the following questions is best related to the ultimate causation? The answer here is option number 3. Why should there be a migratory and non-migratory forms of the monarch? This is about evolutionary advantage. Evolutionary advantage. So, comparing ultimate causation. Means what is the ultimate cause for such migration? Okay. Next question. Fixed action patterns are the answer here is learnt only from the parents. No, it's not. The answer here is shown even by the animals reared in the isolations. I hope this is very say there is a geographical isolation where here is a species, say one, and here are the some individual of this same species, but they have even fixed action patterns although they are isolated. Okay. Next question, which one of the following is not a characteristic feature of agnostic behavioral pattern? Agnostic behavioral pattern. The answer here is grooming. The answer here is grooming. Next question. The next question, an experiment was conducted by Dether and his co-workers to study feeding mechanism in blowflies. When they cut a small nerve connecting the foregut and the brain, the flies became permanently hungry. The technique used was, the answer here is transaction, where a nerve was cut down. Next question, the Ramsar Convention aims at wetland conservation, migratory bird conservation, sustainable use of natural resources, putting a ban on wildlife trade. The answer here is wetland conservation. We will discuss another question in next part. So thank you so much.